It's no secret that Hornady doesn't make 6.8 Western factory ammo. In fact, Hornady is so against the idea of the 6.8 Western, they don't even make high BC bullets for 270 caliber. And in today's video, we're going to see why Hornady might be scared of the 6.8 Western. We are comparing 6.8 Western to 7mm PRC. This one's going to be a good one. Here's the plan for the video. My buddy has a 6.8 Western. I have a 7 PRC. I decided to get 160 grain Accubon long ranges to compare to his 6.8 Western with the 165 grain Accubon long range. Now I know what a bunch of you are already going to say. The 168 grain is just way too light of a bullet for a 7 PRC. Well, I understand it's meant for heavies like 180 plus. I wanted to make this 6.8 versus 7 PRC as much of an apples to apples as I could. Now, there's still going to be some differences with barrel length, but we'll see what we can do to make this as fair as possible. So what I loaded the 7 PRC with is Stayball HD. And I loaded up to the max so that we can see a top velocity in 7 PRC. We also have footage of the 6.8 Western with the 165 and its top velocity. Now my friend's 6.8 Western, he bought factory ammo, so we're going to see how that factory 165 ABLR does. This should be really fun. One last thing before I show you the range results. I also loaded the Burger VLD 180 grain, so that should be interesting. We'll get velocities and accuracy. I just wanted to show you the rifles for this comparison. First up, the 7mm PRC. This is chambered in a Mossberg Patriot with a 24-inch barrel. Now, when I said this is not exactly apples to apples, well, the other rifle is a 6.8 Western chambered in a Fierce rifle with a 26-inch barrel. So we will take that into account when we look at the velocities. Yeah, that actually snaps on. Okay, I'm filming. Holy crap. $30.58. So.
Severity moderate. One hole. I could see it better through the. Next got a jack. Yeah.
Holy crap!
One of those.
Don't think this rifle likes that bullet. That was bad. I'm not sure what was worse, the velocity or the accuracy. I'm leaning a little towards the accuracy. Now, if you were real attentive, you saw a little tiny group just a few seconds ago, and that's my 257 Weatherby with the 110 grain Accubon, under half MOA. At least we had one really good shooting rifle there. You gotta be kidding me, we got an error. All right, let's talk about the numbers. I am so sad that max load got an error. I'm gonna guess 2950, maybe 2960, which is still really slow. Remember, the 6.8 Western was averaging almost 3060 with factory ammo. That wasn't even a max hand load. So now, the 6.8 Western does have a 26-inch barrel while the 7 PRC only has a 24. So let's add up 50 feet per second more. So let's say we put a 26-inch barrel in the 7 PRC. Now we're averaging 2954, maybe 2960. So still 100 feet per second slower than 6.8 Western factory ammo. $28.12.
Cool. Ready.
$26.91. Woof. $26.96. $26.73. So the accuracy was a little better. The velocity was abysmal. If you guys noticed, I was using 67 grains of Stay-Ball HD, and according to the data, well, it definitely shouldn't be getting around 2686 feet per second. I promise, I'm not trying to sabotage the 7 PRC, guys. Today was not a good range day. It happens. I'm just showing you what happened with the guns. The PRC did not shoot well, and that's understandable. AccuBond long-range bullets are extremely picky, so it's no surprise that my rifle is not going to like it. The 6.8 Western did extremely well with velocity. Accuracy, yeah, it was okay for factory ammo. Let's go ahead and look at the groups, and let's talk about just how disappointing the PRC is. Let's start out with the 6.8 Western factory ammo. Again, nothing to brag about, but it's kind of expected with factory ammo that it's going to be around an inch. So this is technically sub MOA. It's not really bad. So I did some other groups. I ran out of ammo, but I shot a 2-shot group, and that's pretty good. Again, doesn't really matter, a 2-shot group, but the ammo's okay, but it is fast. I almost forgot about my friend's 30-06 with his 190 grain AccuBond long range with H4831 SC with an average velocity of 28.12, right under an inch group. So I'll take it. After the crappy groups we've gotten today, I'll take a sub MOA group. Now, think about this, guys. We've got a 30-06 with a 24-inch barrel getting 2,812 feet per second with a 190 grain bullet. And I'm getting tops velocity with a 180 grain and a 7 PRC 2800. Yikes. Let's talk about the 7 PRC. Not so much the accuracy wise, okay? Other than my rifle, I know the 7 PRC is a very accurate cartridge in most rifles. But what the crap is with the velocity? I don't think it's my rifle's fault, because I get comments all the time in my other PRC videos about, yeah, that's what I'm getting too with the 24-inch barrel, 2,800 feet per second with a 175 grain. Like, what on earth? I think Hornady really needs to update their velocities, because this is bad. I just talked about how a 30-06 was easily beating a 7 PRC with 10 grains less of powder. I'm kind of scratching my head, like, why is this so slow? I think I need to take a moment and praise the 6.8 Western. Now, again, this was not an apples to apples. The 7 PRC had a 24-inch barrel, the 6.8 Western had a 26. Despite that, at worst, the 6.8 Western is just as good as a 7mm PRC. And on average, it's a little better. Winchester really has a home run that unfortunately Hornady has killed.